What is AWS DynamoDB? Managed NoSQL Database Service. What performance does DynamoDB provide? Single-digit millisecond response times. How does DynamoDB scale throughput? Automatically based on demand. How is data durability achieved in DynamoDB? Multi-host storage replication, ideal 3 availability zones. What schema requirement exists for DynamoDB tables? Only primary key definition. What uniquely identifies each DynamoDB item? Primary key. What does a simple primary key contain? Only partition key. What keys form a composite primary key? Partition key and sort key.
Invest in your cloud career. SystemsArchitect.io has over 9,000 cloud study flashcards and more advanced AWS DynamoDB quizzes. Test your knowledge.
How does DynamoDB distribute data across partitions? Using partition key hash. Can items have different attributes in DynamoDB? Yes, schema-less for attributes. What enable querying on non-primary key attributes? Secondary indexes. What capacity modes does DynamoDB offer? On-demand and provision throughput. What does on-demand mode provide? Automatic scaling without planning. What does provision mode require? Specifying capacity units up front. What do read capacity units measure? One strongly consistent 4 kilobytes read per second and eventually consistent reads twice that. What do write capacity units measure? 1 kilobyte write per second. What adjusts provisioned capacity automatically? DynamoDB autoscaling. How do query operations retrieve items? Using partition and sort keys. What do scan operations do? Read every table item. What do global secondary indexes provide? Different primary key schema. What key do local secondary indexes share? Same partition key. What query language does PartyQL provide? SQL-compatible DynamoDB queries. What do DynamoDB streams capture? Item-level change events. What does point-in-time recovery enable? Restore to any second within last 35 days.